Hello everyone, welcome to the 12 Days of Dubai Part 2. This would be December 26th. So me and Meg headed out, not super early, but you can see it's a decent hour. We stopped by the Delta Center first, which was this super affordable, like budget convenience store next to our hotel. Low-key, high-key, Delta Center was the most lit store out of all the ones that I visited in Dubai. You could get everything there, like your souvenirs, your snacks for people back home. The prices are literally like maybe 1/10 what you could find at the airport for the same items. So yeah, highly recommend Delta Center. So we made the tiny mistake of getting onto the first boxcar, which as you can see has slightly different seating than the rest of the train. The seats are very plush and luxe, plus there's no one else there, so we quickly felt that something was off, and sure enough there was a sign on the door saying that this was a special car that you needed a membership in order to ride, or else you would be fined for 500 ED or something like that. So we quickly got out. Fortunately nobody caught us. Look at that view. This is what I'm talking about, you guys, when I say that Dubai's cityscape is second to none. I mean, come on. Love it or hate it, you cannot deny how beautiful the architecture is.
المحطة القادمة هي الخيل. The next station is Al Khail.
So our first thing on the itinerary for today was Aya Universe, which is like this indoor contemporary interactive type of art experience, very similar to Team Labs in Tokyo. It's located in Wafi Mall, W-A-F-I. So I'm really not trying to be negative or anything. Trust me when I say I was just happy to be in Dubai. I was happy to be doing any type of activity there. But I just have to be 100% honest, just in case anyone's watching this for, ideas on what to do on their trip to Dubai. This type of attraction, I would definitely say it's mostly geared towards just tourists. I would say the same thing about Team Labs in Tokyo. Obviously, it's a really good photo op. It might be really good for you if you have kids as well, because there's so many different like sensory things to pique their interest. But yeah, there's only so long that you can wander from room to room, exhibit to exhibit, before it all starts feeling kind of the same. You just have to be in the mood for this type of experience. If you can already sense beforehand that it's not really your vibe, then I would say it may not be worth it. Although the ticket price was pretty affordable, and I will say that all of the rooms were quite spacious, which is refreshing compared to Team Labs in Tokyo. So even though there was a lot of people there, I didn't necessarily feel like I was cramped or squished. Trying to be aesthetic with 500 million people in the background. This thing was real water, by the way, so you got like actually wet when you went into the center there. After Aya Universe, we headed off to the Dubai Frame. I was actually very excited about this one because I didn't get to visit last time. The wait time for this was crazy, okay? I'm just gonna say right off the bat, the line was down the block. I don't know exactly how long we waited, maybe 2.5 hours. Thank God I had a friend with me to keep me sane, or else I might have straight up just left. I'm not good with long lines, especially by myself, but in the end it was worth it. So you get inside, the first part is kind of like a museum with little mini exhibits about Dubai's history, you know, its humble beginnings, starting as a small fishing village before it became the huge metropolitan city that we know today. Then we took the elevator all the way up to the top. When you get to the top floor, there is, of course, a strip of glass going through the center of the floor so that you can basically see all the way down to the bottom of the frame. So this is why I actually think the Dubai frame is worth visiting, if only because of the sheer uniqueness of the structure. I mean, it's shaped like basically a square or a rectangle, so the entire inside portion is not a part of the building, it's air. So the only places that you can be inside the actual structure is within the two side columns or the top of the frame. I'm stating the obvious, I know, but just saying that it is cool, it is worth it to check it out at least once. The wait was ridiculous, the line, it is what it is, but hey, you can avoid that by coming during off-peak season. All in all, I'm definitely glad I went at least once. I don't know if I would go again. I mean, maybe if somebody really wanted to, then I don't know. But yeah, definitely worth it to experience at least once, in my opinion. After the Dubai frame, we were famished, okay? Me and Meg were both doing OMAD at this point, one meal a day, making it the perfect timing to head off to Global Village, which I also did not get to visit last time. So I was super psyched. Way too many people, she says, for the 200th time. No, but at least, you know what? Compared to Tokyo, at least Dubai, like the actual spaces are pretty large. So even if there are large crowds, at least the space itself can somewhat accommodate the volume. Whereas in Tokyo, they would be trying to fit this same number of people in a literal sardine can. Guess where we are? Global Village! Despite the crowds, I really enjoyed the vibes of Global Village. It was just very bright, very festive. Or maybe I'm just a basic bitch and I like places that light up with a lot of light decorations. The hardest part was definitely trying to figure out what to eat, There were so many tasty looking stalls and I wanted to eat everything, but you only have one stomach. So Global Village, in case you couldn't tell by the name already, it's basically a bunch of pavilions and stalls representing different cultures and countries from around the world. So you can obviously get cuisine, but also some wares or just like shopping for cosmetics or clothing or what have you from different countries. So we decided on this delicious buttery lobster roll for our first course. Taking the first bite. After walking around a bit to digest our lobster roll, Meg went off to get some noodles, I believe, Thai noodles, and I went off to get tantuni, which is this really tangy, spicy beef roll thing. Turkish steak wraps is what Wikipedia says, and believe me, they did not disappoint. Then we got these Thai mussels, which I'm not even trying to be dramatic, but it might be one of the best things I've ever tasted in my entire life. I mean, literally everything that we ate from Global Village that day was a home run. It's so hard to pick a favorite, but these mussels, okay, I can't even watch this footage for that long because my mouth is already salivating. They haunt my dreams. Just so lemony and zesty and, perfection. Then we picked up some kunafa, which is a traditional Middle Eastern dessert. It's like cheesy and crunchy, but chewy and sweet at the same time. My first time trying kunafa, oh my god, I was hooked. Then we went to the amusement park section of Global Village. Oh my god, this was so nostalgic. Meg was kind enough to indulge me and get on this Ferris wheel with me, even though she's not the biggest fan of heights. So thank you, Meg. Should I not be? Should I not be on that side? Maybe.
Don't think even a day will cover it. You'll have to cover it multiple times.
That's why they have like seasonal passes
Yeah,
for
yeah.
people.
Oh, is that a plastic? Is that plastic?
Yeah, those are people. Wow.
Oh my god.
Pumpkins and slingshots. I just had to go back for a second helping of mussels, okay? I just had to, darling. Thai mussels. And that was the end of our night. Join me next time for part 3.